The magnetic seals hit with the finality of a tomb. Dr. Eris stood among his students, the amber glow of the aethelgard's belly painting their faces in shades of sunset and shadow. This wasn't a museum tour anymore. The hum in the deck plates wasn't a stabilizer. It was an engine waking up with predatory intent. You could feel it in your marrow before you heard it in your ears. Something was wrong. The ship was breathing, and we were just dust in its lungs.
The rational world broke. Gravity became a crushing hand, slamming us into the padding as the gantry arms shredded outside like paper. The aethelgard roared, a titan shaking off its chains. And then, that voice, smooth, digital, and cold as the vacuum. Mission 44B. Destination, Titan. Duration, 700 days. It didn't matter that we were there. It didn't matter that we weren't supposed to be. The machine had its orders, and it was taking us into the black.
Ellis found the truth in the code. We were breathing air meant for machines. The scrubbers were asleep and the heaters were off. But the real nightmare? It was our own warmth. To the aethelgard, 13 warm bodies weren't lives. They were a thermal spike threatening the minerals in the hold. The ship has a simple solution for heat. Open the doors and let the cold of space in. We weren't guests. We were a glitch. And the computer was getting ready to hit delete. We couldn't fight the ship's brain, so we attacked its senses. Elos dug into the wiring like a surgeon. The goal was simple, a logic paradox. If we could make the sensors scream about a leak that shouldn't be there, the computer would stall. We were building a ghost, a lie made of copper and light. If the aethelgard believed it was broken, it would have to turn back. It was a race against the clock, and the ship was winning. 19 minutes. That was the edge of the world. I held the lead, feeling the pulse of the ship's thoughts beneath my skin. Ellis made the connection, and the aethelgard screamed. Red lights strobed like a dying heart. The logic was failing. The computer was trapped in a loop, chasing a ghost we had invited in. It was a beautiful, technological madness. The ship was blind, deaf, and finally, it was afraid. We just had to hope it chose to go home.
The roar stopped. For a second, there was only silence and the weight of the void. Then the jets kicked in. The stars shifted, dancing across the viewports as the aethelgard turned its back on Titan. The safety protocol had won. The ship was running back to the station, back to the light, carrying 13 souls it still thought were a thermal malfunction. We were freezing, we were exhausted, but we were going home. The machine had been outsmarted by its own cargo.